This is Crypto Big Boss coming to you with another great video, and I just went through all of the hype on the internet talking about the death of Bitcoin and how it's just going to go all the way to hell and down below $10,000, and it's just the cold. We're back to the crypto winter again, and it's just terrible, and the world's coming to an end, and everybody's just ready to jump off a cliff. And China did this, and China did that. I wanted to take some time to read an article to you about the new global economy on a site called CryptoBigBucks.com. Global cryptocurrency economy. There's no doubt that today we live in perhaps the most dynamic global economy the world has ever known. There has never been more capability by the world's nations to exchange goods and services, whether it be by air, land, or sea. Fiat currencies around the world are converted in value between nations and exchanged daily, both digitally and even by hand. An effort there is in looming elephant in the room. There's a looming elephant in the room. Where does cryptocurrency take its place in our global economy? It's no secret that we are in the early stages of adoption all over the globe, and every day there's another tidbit of news with regards to the country's cryptocurrency policies, a crypto exchange, a new blockchain, or a new alliance between those looking to leverage these technologies. Let's look at this a little deeper and at our global economy and see where cryptocurrency measures up to today. It's 2019. Imagine it's 2019, and according to Wikipedia, the world is sitting at a global GDP of 143 trillion 89 billion 492 million US dollars in China, Europe, and the United States, India, and Japan. I'm going to say that again. This is 2019. $143 trillion, 89 billion, 492 million US dollars exists between these countries, China, Europe, and the United States, India, and Japan, leading the way with GDP in excess of $11 trillion. The total cryptocurrency market cap, according to CoinMarketCap at that time, was 181,284,500,000. Folks, today we already know. Now look at this. This was just in 2019, $181 billion. Today the market cap for Bitcoin alone is $500 billion. It's actually about 3 times what this was in 2019. And when you put it together, you still have about $1 trillion market cap. We saw Bitcoin eclipse $1 trillion market cap on its own. Okay? This was 2 years ago. And look at this thing. We are 5 times where we were then. So let's skim it down. The world economy is sitting at 143 trillion in 2019, while the total cryptocurrency market is sitting at 181 billion US dollars. So the total cryptocurrency market cap is sitting at 1/10% of the world's gross domestic product. Just 1/10%. So today, you would have to multiply that by 5. So it would be not 1/10, but 5/10, 1/2%. Let's look at another comparison. The total market cap of the New York Stock Exchange is $21 trillion. And if we compare this to the total market cap of cryptocurrency, we find that the global cryptocurrency market is almost 1% the size of the New York Stock Exchange. I'm going to say that again. We find that the global cryptocurrency market is 1% the size of the New York Stock Exchange. So today, it's probably roughly around 5%. We'd have to redo that calculation. So what does it mean? Well, if we look at the lifespan of cryptocurrency, it dates back to the birth of Bitcoin in 2009. And since then, there have been over 4,000 digital currencies derived. It literally took 10 years for cryptocurrency to garner 1% of what the New York Stock Exchange touts for its market cap. All of this and cryptocurrency has yet to achieve mainstream adoption. This was achieved by technical enthusiasts, venture capitalists, and entrepreneurs. What happens when institutional investors enter the fray? What happens when companies on the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ begin to leverage blockchain technology? What happens when databases begin to take a backseat to blockchain technology and paradigms? It's a brave new world. This was written in 2009 by yours truly, Crypto Big Boss. You can go and look at this article on CryptoBigBucks.com. And I'm going to have to sit up in my chair on this one because I don't want to offend anyone. The Chinese government and the American government are doing things to basically stagnate Bitcoin's proliferation, Bitcoin's adoption, Bitcoin's ascension. But the problem they have is they can't destroy Bitcoin's utility. The problem they have is they can't destroy cryptocurrency's utility. It's kind of like there's a better hammer out here and everybody knows it. It's kind of like, why are you beating your palms bloody with a regular hoe when you can go get yourself a rototiller? If you got the money, you go get yourself a tiller and you get on with putting the garden in. There's better tools and better capability, and people want those capabilities. It's inevitable. Just like radio took over the airwaves, just like TV took over our eye sockets, just like computers took over transactions, just like computers took over handling telephone calls. We don't have punch card operators anymore. We don't have people doing switchboard operations anymore. We don't use phonographs anymore. We don't use 8-track tape. We don't use CDs. Okay? We got MP3s. We don't even do that anymore. We got Apple Music, y'all. So they can keep sitting up here splashing in the mud. They can keep sitting up here trying to regulate everything, stagnate everything. But Bitcoin is still almost 0.5% of the world's GDP and growing. And when they stop playing with the money, when they finish scaring everybody off, I hope that the people who are subscribed to this channel remember these words. We didn't fall for the okie doke. We held on to our cryptocurrency. We held on to our technology because we understood what it meant. What does cryptocurrency mean? It means you don't have to have paper money in your wallet. You don't even have to have you don't have to have a checkbook anymore. You're gonna carry around a plastic card, but it's gonna take your money out of your crypto wallet. Your money can actually grow without you having to go out here and get another job. You have the ability to carry around digital gold in your pocket, digital silver in your pocket. This is the future. And the Chinese can crack down all they want. It don't matter. Mr. Biden can try to raise the taxes to the point where it doesn't make any sense. None of this will change the capability that these cryptocurrencies bring to the table. Once the developers wake up and start integrating these technologies into the applications across the board, we already have the institutional investors walking up. And we now have infrastructure companies like Walmart, Burger King looking at this. Okay? We've got folks like Amazon. And now El Salvador, we got countries making it legal tender. Okay? China, you don't want to play? Well, guess what? America, you don't want to play? It'll be just like what happened to XRP. Go ahead. Take XRP off of all of the exchanges. It did not stop it from going up. The people found a way to get it, and they continue to acquire it. This will be the case with Bitcoin. People will find a way to acquire it. They will find a way to spend it. They will find a way to use it, because when you tell people they can't have something, when you tell people they can't do something, that's exactly what they go and do. And everybody's going to come running and trying to get back on the train when the rain stops coming down. So if you've enjoyed this video, please throw up the likes, throw up the shares. Please share this video. There's a lot of miseducation going on right now. And Bitcoin is, yes, it's sitting around 32,000. But we got to remember, I remember when sitting around 5,000. All this crackdown and Bitcoin still over $30,000. This is not financial advice. But I will say this. You know, some people are doing this to get as many hits as they can on their little YouTube channels. Sometimes you got to ask why people do things. Why is Crypto Big Boss always getting on his soapbox? Because I think it's time out that the people continue to be lied to. You're being lied to by people who want to control and people who want to dominate these markets, to line their own pockets and take care of their own progeny. You need to educate yourself and be aware that greed still exists. Okay? It still exists. People who are jealous still exist. And people who missed the boat or failed to get on board, they want to turn the train around, so they'll turn it around with everybody on it. Make it come all the way back to the station to pick them up because they have that kind of power. Well, guess what? We might have to sit on the train a little bit longer when they turn the train around. Don't get off the damn train. This is Crypto Big Boss. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.